everyone, and welcome. This is going to be some Challenger level solo queue. I am Disciple, and here with me is the one, the only Zirene. Do you want to introduce yourself?
You did it for me anyway. I am Zirene. I was recently on the Challenger scene in North America, and I'm going to actually continue to be there. So, the one and only, I hope so, because if somebody else is Zirene, he needs a better role model, because I'm not the right person to try to be.
Yeah, and what's nice at this point is that if there's someone else, at least you are the Zirene, since now you work for Riot, man.
Yeah. Well,
Man, I'm so excited, but
there's things around that. Yeah. Hopefully, I continue to work for Riot.
God,
Doctor.
don't mash me. Could be kind of Axelot. Flashes away immediately. Let's see if Doctor can get the
He still has a flash hook.
Death Sentence not connecting, and that will be a little bit of a failed invade from Team Huehue.
And Graves asks him, "Is that Mad Life? Is that him?"
Oh, I should turn on chat, see if we can get a little bit of banter going back and forth.
So Arcslash actually going to zone him out of there. Doctor stunned himself after that. He was like, "Why? Why did he do that?"
Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. Mistakes were made, but let's hope they can get right back in this. And so tell me about this mid lane matchup, because it's not one that I've seen before with Mordekaiser against LeBlanc. Since Mord we haven't seen at all in professional play except over in EU with Team Rocket.
Yeah, and what Mordekaiser does is he's going to constantly shove the wave. Killicast is going to have a decent time now, because if you look at what's been happening in the LCS, people have been leveling Distortion first, the W, for the wave clear. So if Killicast stays out of the range of the Siphon of Destruction, he'll be able to clear the waves and go even with Rux. Granted, he has more roaming potential and pick off in the late game, but depending on the build that Mordekaiser comes out with, he can be just as deadly and actually absorb some of the damage with his Iron Man.
All right, I like it. But now ArcZ/ could be running right here. Doctor gonna miss the Death Sentence once again. Second time, not the charm. And it looks like Lulu can throw that Glorant. She's so low, but I don't think they have the damage to finish it off. Don't Mash Me runs right around, throws down the slow, but it looks like both sides should walk off after a couple auto attacks back and forth.
Doctor, he's going to have to get that shoulder checked, because he's just throwing those hooks any which way. He's a doctor, but I don't know if he's a chiropractor.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure his aim is quite on. Going again.
Oh,
there he finally
go.
lands it on the Lulu, but doesn't follow it up. Gamer X not going to go in there for the damage, and at least he landed one. He can say he's 1 for 3.
Yeah, shut us up immediately. He wasn't level 2, so he didn't have Flay available. Still holding on to that Ignite. Arc also has his Ignite and his Flash, so if Doctor had followed, he could have flashed away and dragged him a bit. But level 2's coming out here, but Loco Dodo hits it first.
Yeah, the Destin go back in. ArcZ/ now could be in a rough spot. He flashes away. Doctor could be falling low. The Ignite is down. Gamer X tries to follow it up. Now Don't Mash Me taking a little bit of the front side, and both sides so low here. They do have Get Snuggled coming in from behind.
Yeah, and Arc is still level 1. And here comes Vi.
With the Vubberk of the Flash, they knock back in the first blood there. The Death Sentence connects on to Don't Mash Me, and he follows it up, gets the Flay, and Don't Mash Me's going to fall there. He has his passive going to follow in and should be able to take up Doctor. Doctor tries to juke back, but can't quite get it. 1 kill in return for 2.
Rip Doctor. Was a 1 for 2 there. Good trade, but of course, Kog'Maw, you got to make use of his passive. There we go.
Yeah, that was a good return. Nice that he could use it, but he hopes not to. In the top lane, Pribble gets ganked up a bit. Francis comes in with the resonating strike. Pribble falls so low. The Cleaver connects, but they can't quite finish it off.
It was the Ghost coming out there, and I think if actually the Ignite went down onto Linson, it may have killed him, considering how far he extended to try and go for that kill. That actually was Francis responding to the bot lane aggression of Vi of Get Snuggled and saying, I can go top, there's no chance of a counter gank here. So he's completely safe, and they actually, I'm going to push him completely out of lane.
All right, they did a fairly good job. They couldn't get a kill out of it, which is, going to hurt after Vi has the kill and the assist, picked up the Spirit Stone, now going for the Spirit of the Elder Lizard, it looks like, for the first item.
Yeah, Spirit of the Elder Lizard is immensely popular right now on any AG-based jungler. We see Lee Sins get it, we see Vi's, Kha'Zix, Pantheon, you name it. Anything that does physical damage is pretty much going to pick that up. It's fantastic, and then usually they get a Brutalizer on top of it and then start building tanky or get a Giant's Belt in between, depending on how far ahead they are. So down and bottom, we do have ancient coins coming out.
Doctor just sending a message, throwing the Death Sentence any which way there.
It It's not about landing the hooks, it's about sending a message.
That's exactly right. I'm not sure he's sending the right message yet. Crux might be caught out here. There's the silence coming in, and the snare is going to connect. But Francis threw the Sonic Wave a little bit early.
He's got a long range on him. They get the flash out of him. Oh, but as he goes out, gets snuggled, comes in.
Oh, the excessive force connects, but Killicast should be able to run away from this one. They knew which one it was, but they didn't quite have the DPS. Now Francis should be able to hold the lane here.
And he's going to actually just shove this up. That is the beauty of Mordekaiser's. He can clear waves so quickly. Killicast, not in the vicinity at all. The experience advantage is going to go to Rux. He's going to hit an early level 6 in comparison, and still has Ignite available.
And once he hits level 6, it's going to be difficult to gank him, since if any champion could turn around a 2 versus 1 gank, it seems to be Mordekaiser.
Yeah, it'll be a 2 versus 1, and they'll turn into a 2 versus 1, but in the other direction.
Yeah, that's exactly true. Can make the game 6 versus 4 in the end. Doctor misses the flay. Let's see, he connects with the Vault Breaker. Don't Mash Me blows up. He wants to get on the Doctor, and the teleport comes in from the top lane. Let's see if Madlinson can get in there. He lands the cleaver there on the Gamer X and flashes in. That will be the kill on the Graves. I don't think he'll be able to find it. He gets the cleaver, but that will be the...
Wow. That was a good teleport there. He's going to give up some farm in the top lane, but he's going to make it up here down bottom. Now, minions all around the map. Hits level 6 there on Linson. And that was really good counterplay, going 1 for 1 in the overall.
A very solid read, and they got the damage from the passive. Doctor! Got the ball there to Lulu! Oh, Doctor, man.
He's having a heart attack in chat. He had a feeling like the Black Eyed Peas. That's what he got, just a black eye.
Oh, yeah. Watching LCS this week, he should be aware of Lulu's damage. Rux now could be in a bad spot there. The snare is going to land. Rux tries to turn around with the ultimate, but he doesn't quite have the damage. And Rux should go down here. He has the shield, but Francis with one more auto attack. Killicast actually grabs a kill there from the minions.
Wow. So, actually, was that a minion or was that him? That was him auto attacking.
All right.
Because the last person to hit him was Francis.
Okay, alright, so he did get the kill. He fell very low. Mordekaiser tried, but he couldn't quite get the focus down, and if he can't burst the target down, his ultimate doesn't do enough residual damage.
It does not. You think it's funny, you think it's going to do a lot of damage. You're like, it's barely ticking. They're basically HP regenning my ultimate back. And then there's sometimes where you're just like, why did that do so much damage to me?
Yeah, sometimes at the very end, at the 10th second, Doctor throws, he doesn't if it doesn't connect. Oh man, this is a bloody bot lane.
It's back and forth right here, but Hui getting the worst of that trade. Francis is here too.
Oh, and it looks like Dodo might be picking up yet another kill, and that's Don't Mash Me. No, the barrier gets thrown. Gamer X tries to turn it around. He has the minions on his side. Don't Mash Me gonna try and run away from this one, and with the shield from that safeguard, he'll be able to escape off the end.
The level 6 was so close to coming out for both of the AD carries, and I think that would have been a completely different fight if Graves had his collateral damage. It's much more bursty and harder to dodge than Living Artillery. Granted, it only takes 1 shot, and it does a little bit more damage considering that it is an AD Kog'Maw. I've never been a fan of that Living Artillery. I was gonna say I've never been super big on it.
Yeah, it's definitely strong in some aspects, but it's not quite the carry potential he needs out of that. It will help him check bushes at least, which he might need with Doctor taking his spot there. Tries to in the Death Sentence, but lands it onto a minion. Follows up with the Flay and gets snuggled. Actually comes back in here with the Vault Breaker across. The Flash comes out of Arc Slash, and he's going to be safe off the end of that.
Yeah, these Vault Breakers coming out from Get Snuggled. He has Flash available, so he can still Flash Vault Breaker. If you hold that thing down and Flash, you can let it go at the end and get that extra range. Get Snuggled, he was making his way around, being a little cheeky with that. He's going to find a ward for his trouble, but also a little bit of goo in his eye.
Yeah, at least Don't Mash Me will be a little bit safer with that Living Artillery. Won't be quite as good in fights, especially since with that collateral damage, Gamer X is going to look to close out a fight incredibly quickly.
Yeah, and it's good to touch on, like, when I say the negatives of something like the Living Artillery's damage when you're AD, there are some positives to it. Since Kog'Maw is not a mobile champion, it's good to check bushes with. It's really good. Because if he gets caught out, he's just done for. Right? Especially against a team like this. So, I mean,
And
maybe more people should play against Fnatic.
let's see if it does enough damage now. He's trying to throw it in on the Get Snuggled. Does a good amount, but that's Arc Slash falling down. The Ignite is down the low territory. Doesn't connect, but he still manages to grab the kill. Privel coming, or in the top lane, actually grabs the kill, and it ends up being a 2-for-2 overall.
In favor of Dodo and Loco Dodo. Looking for some more here. Don't mash me. Come on.
Well, both teams... Oh, Killicast comes in from behind, and GamerX, but yeah, finally going to fall there.
Kick to the face. Smell my feet. Francis having some fun times there. Loco Dodo going to clear out the wave. And back and forth, this game has been Curse Rux. He's just going to clear out the mid lane, try to provide an advantage for his team. He saw the roam, so he's just going to clear.
Right, it's definitely going to help him get out those items a little bit faster. He can't let LeBlanc roam too much, though, since he hasn't been able to participate in too many kills himself.
Yeah. Poor Rux. Poor Rux. Poor Killicast.
They do what he can.
Just not a lot of action going back and forth.
Yeah, they're pinging out the dragon, and if he can
somewhere else.
If he can get a dragon fight soon, and he can get the ghost from someone, then he can definitely turn it around quickly.
Oh yeah.
And late game, if he gets Don't Mash Me's clone, Killicast goes in for a good amount of damage onto Rux, and he's gonna have to try and sustain up back from that.
Yeah, that's not gonna do any damage to him there on that final end of the combo. And Rux has the vamp, so he might go clear out Wraiths and just heal himself up a bit. Or I guess
Get Snuggled having none of that.
Yeah, none of that. That's his jungle, man. Conservation, you got to use that.
It's just like what
Doctor gonna get another one off.
Oh, he finally lands it there onto Lulu. The prediction skill's a little bit too strong. Throws the box, but Francis is there from the side. The a teleport comes in from Madlinson as well. He throws the sadism for the movement speed. Doctor gets kicked right back in. He might be the sacrificial lamb as they all turn on him. GamerX escapes off the side, but that's a single kill, and this could be the dragon since they have 4 members down here around it.
Yeah, they're definitely going to go for this. And in the mid lane, we do have Get Snuggled off on the side. They don't know that he's there, but they have an inkling that they're able to get this dragon for practically nothing in return. The Mad Linson's here. He's going to give up some farm top lane, but gold leads still in favor of Dodo.
Right, it's so difficult to shut down Ascension lane. Oh, Get Snuggled, comes in the mid on the Killicast, and there's the Ignite and the ultimate, and Rux grabs a kill out of that with the Siphon Destruction. And with this clone, they're going to look to put some damage down onto this mid turret.
And Arc's going to die in the bottom lane. Loco Dodo taking some turret hits. One more would have done it for him.
Don't Mash Me trades 1-for-1, grabs his Rampage, and looks to escape off the side. Gets Snuggled, comes in. They spot him out with the ward. He tries to go for the recall here, out of vision. Oh, let's see if he can ring around the rosy for long enough, and it looks like he's going to juke out Get Snuggled.
Nice. So he's out of there. He's good and safe. And something I like to do, or I guess everybody on the Challenger likes to do, is did you know?
What do I know what?
Did you know that Mordekaiser's ultimate will give him stats from the person that he gets?
Yes, it gives you a solid amount of AD and AP.
Some people at Riot didn't know that.
Ooh.
So yeah, it was pretty funny when I dropped that one. I was like, what? How do you not know that?
So the actual numbers are 20% of their attack damage and ability power for rank 1. And does it scale per level?
It goes up by 10% per level, I believe.
So once he hits level 16, he can steal 40% of someone's attack damage and ability power. I will look it up.
We have the internet. We can check this.
I should know as the Mordekaiser main, but I'm gonna leave it up to my analysts to take the bullet for this one.
No, I think it actually just stays at 20%. Is that right? I think it's 20%.
And so then you have the option of you can either steal the AD carry for the awesome ghost, or you can steal the AP carry and become so powerful yourself. Loco Dodo throws in, gets some vision on the Doctor, and they look to connect on him. Francis going to walk right up here, gets the slow there with the Tempest, and Doctor's not going to be long for this world. 4 members. Oh, Killicast flashes in for the distortion and finds it on the GamerX. 2 kills here for Dodo.
And now it is even in gold, just 700 between these two teams. Game has been blown wide open. The Dragon did go over to, I believe it was...
It was Dodo that took it.
It was Dodo. Yeah, this is the blue team.
After the teleport bot.
I want to stick to the names, but at the same time, I'm kind of like, oh no, blue-red. It's faster to say.
Yeah, just a bit. Yeah. We don't have the benefit of the mainstay teams in Challenger and LCS, but we try to do our best. Rux just trying to push up in the mid as best he can, looking to go up on the inner turret, but he doesn't quite have the attack damage to carry it through.
Yeah, and at this point, Singed is strong enough to proxy. He can actually proxy waves inside of the base if he wants to. I don't think he's going to, but he has enough on Mundo, and Mundo's going to be teleporting all over the map. seems to be he's not going to get a kill in lane, and he wants to go elsewhere. When Dragon's up, wouldn't be surprised if we see it again. So that seems to be what he's after.
We tend to label Amundo lane as non-interactive, so Sin's just doing what he can to at least farm up, and he has a Rod of Ages, which seems to be kind of all the ability power that a Singe needs. After that, he can go for his raid boss mode.
Yeah, the raid boss Singe. Go ahead.
Oh, flash over the wall from Get Snuggled. There's the Assault and Battery. Pribble running back in, but gets popped up by the awesome Wild Growth. Vaultbreaker comes in, but Don't Mash Me is still alive on the side. Finally gets flipped over, and Don't Mash Me, he has the ultimate on top of him, but Get Snuggled can't quite grab it out, and Loco Dodo will be safe. Don't Mash Me escaping off the side. A single kill found for Dodo. Mad Linson looks to make it 2. Can they quite get in there? There's the Polymorph onto Rux. Francis trying to come in behind, lands a Sonic Wave, but doesn't follow up with the Resonating Strike.
They blow everything on Loco Dodo, and they don't even get a kill for it. Assault and Battery goes down. Children of the Grave goes down. Insanity Potion running around with Singed. And it was a great kite there. And
ooh, Francis flashing over, but they can't follow it up. The remainder here of what's our red team's name? Huehue is there for the defense.
Yeah, and the fight started really well for Huehue, and it is not going to end.
Mad Linson, let's see if he can take it up with the Ignite down. I don't believe he can. He's trying to skip out the aim, but he's finally going to fall. Rux grabs a kill out of there. Collateral damage in for good measure. Now, Don't Mash Me gets flung right into the enemy team. They do lose Singe for it, but find a kill there. Rux has to flash away there from the passive. And, now Killicast is able to store it away from Get Snuggled, who looks to be continuing on here. He has his Assault and Battery soon. Oh, he's going to jump right into the snare, but after staggering a little bit, yeah, he did grab up the clone, so that might have been worth it.
Yeah. Oh, that's totally worth it.
Docta's not done yet, though.
Oh.
He's going to go for the...
Is that him?
He waited too long. No Mad Life today.
It was so close. It could have been so good.
Ooh! Gets Snuggled falling in with the... downtown Assault and Battery. Going to get caught up in a pretty rough spot, though. Will fall to Don't Mash Me, giving over the double buffs.
The plays, that's not a leash you want. The Assault and Battery.
Yeah, Killicast was able to store really far away, back under his turret, putting Vi into a pretty bad spot. Once you ult, there's not much you can do besides throw a Zanya's Hourglass to stop yourself.
Yeah, you can also repel and things like that, but yeah, for LeBlanc, that's the only thing she's got. That's it.
Yeah, definitely. Well, and Vi herself can't cancel the Assault and Battery unless she buys her own Zanyas.
You can actually flash during it to just change where you're from. I've seen people do it.
Interesting.
Because now you aren't immune to CC, right?
Right. Oh, Dutch tries to go in. He throws the box, but he's falling so low. The Artillery doesn't connect, but the Glitter Lance does finish him off. Gamer X is so low on the back. Mad Linson tries to follow in. The Flash Wild Growth from Arc Slash going to pop them all up. They do finally grab the kill on the Graves. Francis going to try to escape off the side, and with that speed buff, they're going to be able to get out of there. Rux comes in from the side. Children of the Grave down onto Don't Mash Me. The shield falls, and Rux doesn't have the movement speed he needs to follow up.
And Loco Dodo still had Blade of the Ruined King active available to steal movement speed. He's waiting for that to wear off. Sitting in that bush, he's got blue and red. They gank Singed!
They wait here, get caught out. They do find Lee Sin, but they do manage to take out Singe. In the meantime, Get Snuggled falls so low. Killicast grabs a kill out of that one. Don't Mash Me escapes off the side with barely any health. Rux, the only one alive here for Huehue.
Well, obviously he's team captain. Carrying his weight.
Let's see if he can make it. The Living Artillery finds on. Killicast going to look for the snare here. That's going to be the key. He does land it. Arcsy Slash is getting in there for a good amount of damage. Rux finds it with the Siphon Destruction. And although they do finally shut him down, he at least grabbed a kill for himself. Docta comes in here, takes way too much damage. Killicast grabs it out. Gamer X is there from the side. He comes in with the buckshot, misses Killicast, finds Arc Slash. He's snared right there in the middle of the minions. And it looks like Lulu might be able to take all collateral damage. Doesn't connect either. The flash in, and Killicast grabs a rampage off of that with the distortion.
LeBlanc is just immensely strong as a champion and in the hands of Killicast. The way he is playing that is incredible. It is LCS level play right there with the LeBlancs, with the jukes. He's actually not even maxing W first. He's maxing Q. So he's going straight up for the burst and the silence damage.
Ooh, and do you see what he's just picked up there?
Oh yeah. No, he's putting some
greatest item in the game there, Medjai's Soul Stealer. And if he gets up to about 8 stacks there, he breaks even, and once he gets up above 10, he can get some enormous amounts of ability power. 20 stacks, I believe, gives you 160 AP and 15% cooldown reduction. Yeah, yep.
Yeah.
I questioned myself, but I
Yeah,
ended
you
up
were
correct.
right. You knew your stuff.
I knew my stuff. I have bought Medjai's enough troll games. Killicast tries to get him for the assassination, but gets snuggled, survives off the side of that. That's a lot blown for Killicast, but it will be up pretty soon.
And they're going to go ahead and do this dragon. Dodo in control in the driver's seat right now. But of course, Singe coming down. TP is available for Linson. That might be the deciding factor in this fight. The wards are going down, and engage there from Killicast.
Right, Rux takes the lantern out. He couldn't quite 1v4, but Mad Linson is there on the side. He's landing these cleavers, slowing up Rux. Rux is trying to escape, but Don't Mash Me's there from the side. The auto attacks are going to be able to find it. Now Pribble looks to move in on the Don't Mash Me, but he gets slowed up there as well. Francis gets grabbed up, but it's not enough. Killicast grabbing a second kill off of that one, and that's actually the clone that died there. I was afraid he might have just suicided. Docta looks to grab onto Mad Linson, not the target he wants, and he has to really try and back out of this one. Cleaver not connecting, and he will be safe.
The Void Oozes and the positioning of them by Loco Dodo has been phenomenal this game. He just zones off an area, creates this zone of slow, got Pribble in it for a very long time, and previously using it to kite in this area that Linson's actually in right now. Those little choke points is where he wants to fight and abuse his range. And if he gets in trouble, he can flash over a wall and just continue his attacks when he has the Bio-Arcane Barrage available.
Definitely a really well played
Playing to Kog'Maw's strengths.
Kog'Maw out of this one, yeah. And he's going for an attack speed heavy build, going to pick up the static shiv off the end of that Blade of the Ruined King.
Yeah, since he does do percent HP damage already with his Bio-Arcane Barrage, you just factor in the fact he's going to have a Blade of the Ruined King. It's 6 and 4. He's going to be doing 10% of somebody's HP every time. 11. And it's actually mixed. One's physical and one is magic. So all he has to do is attack you very quickly and maybe get some type of penetration item, like a Last Whisper.
Right. There's also the synergy from that from the Deathfire Grasp from LeBlanc.
Yeah.
Ooh, who does find another Medjai stack. Mad Linson could be caught up here. Throws a Sadism, tries to run away from this one. Gets snuggled, has a red buff slow. There's the fling back, and Mad Linson looks low. The Wild Growth going to knock them both up, though. Gets snuggled, tries to find his way out of there with his Assault and Battery, but he's going to fall to Killicast, who grabs another kill. He is godlike. Pribble doesn't look long for this world either. The Ignite is down, and a double kill for Killicast.
Yeah, Killicast gave him the DFG there at the very end. That ended up giving him the kill. They're going to push this top turret, but Graves off on the side. Gamers might be looking for something.
I don't think he can go into that one. Killicast is just a little bit too healthy right now. Rux just taking his familiar spot, pushing down there. Looks to return something, might be able to take down this turret, but they're so far behind now. 7,000 gold in the disadvantage here for Hui Hui.
Oh, gamers, what are you doing? You're in the wrong neighborhood.
Goodness, he got out here. He's going to be able to find the kill onto Killicast. Finally get the shutdown there. Docta helping him out with that one.
No threat, no assist. So he just provided moral support.
Okay. All right. It's about the message. In the bottom,
cheerleading him on. Sometimes you just need somebody to give you that confidence.
Yeah, exactly. As long as there's a lantern nearby, it's all good. You don't have to click on it. There's just it's the moral support lantern.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, Don't Mash Me grabbed up yet another kill. Rux wasn't able to grab that turret, and that's gonna be another one on the Get Snuggled.
Flash and pop. Look at all that HP drop. He just straight up with that percent HP shred. It's fantastic on Kog'Maw.
Right, that Blade of the Ruined King is so great for the chasing. Now GameRex, look at the damage they're coming out of Loco Dodo. Don't Mash Me on a rampage here, grabbing up the double buffs for himself, and Docta could be caught in a rough spot. The Void Ooze is down, the slow is there from the Glitter Lance, and Loco Dodo looking for the Living Artillery, doesn't find it. No, he's going to miss that one as well. They need the Talisman of Ascension to try to chase on, and Killicast will pick it up from the side.
And that's actually worth more gold considering the fact that there's 3 people involved in that kill instead of 2.
Right, and he's getting the Medjai Soul Stealer stacks every time Killicast gets to participate in one.
That's what was going on in my head.
Right. The number of assists doesn't actually matter. It's
that doesn't matter. That's what I was actually thinking. I was like, no, it just splits the assist money.
Not a problem. Killicast going to find Rux here, and I don't think he led long. Mad Linson was able to grab the kill out of that one despite the burst from Killicast, but still coming up to 9 Medjai stacks here.
He does so much damage. And he doesn't even get rewarded with the kill. Please, Mundo.
Hey, Mundo takes whatever kill he pleases.
Yeah, he drops that last.
That was his first one for the game. He needed to get on the board.
Oh, get snuggled. Caught out here by Killcast.
He tries to turn back around with the assault and battery. He's still alive on the side, but Francis isn't going to leave him there for any longer. Dragon's Rage finding him there, and then with a really nice death sentence, Francis will be found out. Pribble grabbing it there with his poison. Gamer X falls solo off the side. Arc Slash trying to chase on as Loco Dodo does grab out a kill. Gamer looks to escape off the side here. Rux is returning. The flash comes out. Glitterlance misses, but the auto attacks should be able to find it. He grabs a killing spree there. Lulu on fire.
This entire team is on fire for Dodo. They are up 9k gold at this point. Look at the scores. We have a 12-3-7 LeBlanc, a 13-4-15 Kog'Maw. It is just a devastating game here in the mid and bottom lane.
And we have a bloodthirsty Rux coming in here, going to get burst down immediately. Don't Mash Me grabs the last hit there. Killicast not quite getting those Killicasts he needs, but still with 12 stacks on that Medjai's.
Rux was bloodthirsty, but the only blood that was in his throat was his own.
Yeah, he's choking on it now. Back in base for another 20 seconds. Hasn't had too much luck. 4-6-0, not participating in too many kills there.
Yeah, and the pick of the Mordekaiser is a little risky. And, I mean, it is solo queue. You get to try things out. You get to test them. It's not ranked 5s or LCS play. So he's just seeing if something is secret OP. Because, people wouldn't have been like, oh, Pantheon's great unless somebody at least tried it.
The ghost comes out from Pribble, but the cleaver connects. Mad Linson looks to continue on there. The Vault Breaker comes in from the side, does knock him aside a little bit. Pribble turns back around, has the poison. The Wild Growth is there on the Mad Linson, and Killicast is here for another kill. Gets snuggled, goes down. The snare's there onto Pribble. Mad Linson grabs out the kill there. Killicast flashes away from Doctor, who is polymorphed. He tries to turn around, but misses the death, and it's a double kill for Killicast.
Even if he had landed that, I don't think that would have mattered. And yeah, hashtag Mad Life coming out here from Loco Dodo.
Oh, yeah. Hard game, hard life. Oh, Rux not likely to survive. Oh, has a splash. He will be able to make it over the wall if he needs to. And Gamer X having to...
surrender.
Oh, he tries to quick draw over the wall. There was a surrender.
Yeah, surrender vote coming out here for Hui. So Dodo's going to take this match.
Well, congratulations. I mean, with 11,000 gold in their pocket, it was really only a matter of time. Killicast with 14 kills under his belt. Don't Mash Me with 15.
Yeah, and the 26-minute mark, giving that game over. No surprise there. Like you said, matter of time, and they decided to just get it over with.
Yeah, very well played there to the entire team of Dodo. And if I'll have you stick with me for a second, Zirene, I would love to interview you about your new position.
Okay.
Perfect. And ba-ba-ba. Okay.